let's get one thing straight. If you came here expecting to hear me say that the things I want most in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet are to have Mega Evolutions back, a full national dex, 18 gyms, and graphics so good they'll make your eyes bleed, then I'm sorry to say, you're gonna be disappointed. I titled this video 5 weirdly specific things I want to see, and I meant it. So, here we go.
Number 5.
Good fishing. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Fishing is boring. It's boring in real life, and it's boring in gaming. But it doesn't always have to be. I will always fondly remember finding the fishing hole for the first time in The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. I just found it so peaceful to hang out there and reel in a bunch of fish, always trying to catch a bigger one than any I'd had before, or trying to get that stupid loach to just stop swimming away! I loved having to work out whether it was better to pulse my lure through the water to attract the fish, or whether they liked it to sway side to side, then quickly deciding whether to pull with its motion or against it, and how fast to reel it in. It was just so fun to me as a kid. And I'll tell you what, the first time I became Adult Link and realized that when Ganon took over Hyrule, he had closed the fishing hole, that's when taking him down became personal. I didn't care about the kingdom, I didn't care about the princess, but he messed with my ability to fish, and I would make him rue the day. So yeah, good fishing in Pokemon please. Pressing A when I see an exclamation mark just ain't cutting it. Where's my stupidly hard and yet completely optional challenge to reel in a Gyarados? I'll spend hours being dragged around a lake by that beast, I don't even care. I'll even take a completely underwhelming reward for it, like a nugget, because completing the task is a reward in and of itself.
Number 4.
A skip cutscene button. I'm sure this is one that would make most people's list. The thing is, I'm usually someone who doesn't mind a good cutscene in games. They give me a chance to put the controller down for a second and just enjoy the characters or the story. Pokemon cutscenes though, they're not good, are they? Like, seriously, this fight between Necrozma and Solgaleo is awesome. The problem is that in order to see it, you had to sit through this. What is that? No. Who greenlit that? Like, who sat there and went, yep, that seems like good pacing. 3 hours to get off the first island and start playing the game? Perfect. None of that is to mention that I, and many others, play these games over and over again. Sure, it's cool to see the story the first time round, but after that, I don't care. Especially when you're trying to teach me how to catch Pokemon again. I've been doing this for most of my life at this point. Just let me skip it.
Number 3.
Chat options that matter. I'm so fed up with playing a role-playing game where the only choices I have for things to say either mean basically the same thing or only have one right option, and the other will just send me in a loop with the NPC asking me the same question over and over and over again.
Did Irida ask you to intervene, perhaps?
Alright, you're not gonna accept that answer. If you want me to be a mute character, then just make me one. It worked for Red, but this illusion of choice nonsense is driving me mad. And I'm not asking for huge dialogue trees with ramifications that massively alter the story, but maybe something that changes how people view my character? Imagine, you and your rival set off on a journey together, and they act like that same old friendly rival that we've all come to hate. If you're friendly back to them, they'll stay that way. But there's also an option to put them down, to be a bit mean, to tell them they're actually a big loser and will never amount to anything, no matter how hard they try. So why don't they just quit now and run crying home to mummy before they embarrass themselves further by trying to step to you? Or, you know, something slightly more toned down than that. But you have this chance to be a bit mean to your rival, and the more you do, the less friendly they are to you. Maybe their dialogue to you changes and becomes more hostile. Maybe they don't give you 50 bajillion revives after you wipe the floor with them. Maybe, just maybe, they'll tell you that they'll smell you later.
Number 2.
An in-game battle simulator. Ooh, this is a big one. And I know it's not going to be for everyone. But for me personally, the whole breeding Pokemon to get perfect IVs and then training it just right to get an exact EV spread before grinding up a whole bunch of whatever points in order to buy an item, then doing that another 5 times just so I can still get 6-0'd in an online battle is a bit of a chore. And I get it. For some of you, breeding is fun, and having to work to get that competitive team is part of the challenge. But let's face facts. For most people, it's too much like hard work. Wouldn't it be better for everyone involved if there was just an in-game battle simulator where you could pick any Pokemon, choose from all of its abilities and moves, grab whatever item you like, put whatever IV and EV spread on there you wish, and then just fight with them? Basically, give me Pokemon Showdown with Scarlet and Violet graphics. That way, I don't have to get salty when my opponent's team of max IV'd shiny legendaries are all genned in, because mine are too.
Number 1.
Gender neutrality. Okay, so confession time. When I was coming up with this list, I was thinking about all of the little things that annoyed me in Pokemon. And I remembered that while streaming my playthrough of Legends Arceus, a viewer asked me why I played as the female character. Without even thinking about it, I said, because the clothing options are better.
The girl clothes are usually better.
So I figured I'd throw it on this list. Let me wear whatever clothing options I want, regardless of gender. A nice little tweak that only solves a problem that bothers me. The thing is, that probably doesn't just bother me. And realistically, it likely bothers me a lot less than some others, who, after all of these years, still may not be able to play as someone they can identify with in a Pokemon game. A series I'd always considered to be accessible to everyone. Look, dissecting what it would mean, or what it would even take for Pokemon to openly include anything relating to the LGBTQ+ community in one of their games is well beyond the scope of what was meant to be a silly little video. So, I'll just say this. I'd love to have the ability to pick my avatar before I'm asked whether I'm a boy or a girl. And maybe give me the chance to say neither. It changes nothing as far as the story is concerned, and altering the pronouns used in dialogue has been happening since Generation 2. I'd be really happy if the next generation of Pokemon games felt even more inclusive than they already do. And it would also let my male avatar finally have long hair!
Be sure to subscribe, like, comment, ring the bell, do all the YouTube things, and I shall see you on the next episode.